Hey guys, welcome back to my video, and today we're gonna talk about one Gundam that is kind of being, you know, underlooked by many because there is one Gundam which is very comparable to it, and we are gonna talk about the G3 Gundam. G3 Gundam is one of the easiest Gundam to develop and get to 3 stars, and you see this one's like 1, 2, 3. Basically, early on the game, you can easily get a G3 Gundam. Not to mention, Gundam actually only need a level 10, and also only one of these sub unit to be level up to actually develop it. So, getting it to G3 is really cheap and cost effective. And I do think that the problem is like this Gundam might have some problem is because it's pretty much compatible with the G-Quacks. We got G-Quacks for free for basically just playing the game without even try to build up anything. And also G-Quacks come with a special pilot, which gives it like a 3 chance to move, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And the funniest part is like both of them has actually a pretty comparable stats. If you see here, like almost the same HP. G3 has a better attack, and G-Quack has slightly better movement and pretty comparable defense. And actually, G3 got the cake on the energy, so it's pretty much the same. If there is a CP difference here, you see, that's because my G-Quacks already have a level 5 weapon. Even the weapon is kind of comparable, to be honest. And Tominosuke Hithawk is like a physical melee weapon that deals up to like 4,200 damage, which additional, which higher HP gonna deals like 70% more damage. And you can see here, the G3 also has its Lancer Beam Javelin that can go up to 42, but only 12%. And it has a nice, it's a beam type, so it can actually work with many other supports. I have to say, like defense stat, like the physical defense stat, you kind of need more specialized Gundams to support you. For example, like Gusion, or I think it's the Shadow Gundam, right? But for this beam, you have a lot of support from it. It's coming from Zeta, Wing Zero, and a lot of units from the Gundam Seed. A lot of them is actually a support for beam type weapon, so it has easier time to get a support. But it has another weapon which is very great. This is the Hyper Bazooka. The Hyper Bazooka is like a 4 range, and it's actually dealing quite hefty attack. It's like 5,040. So it also have a increase by 12%, so comparable to G-Quack's maximum is like 70%. So in terms of beam javelin, G-Quack is still better in terms of melee, but G3 has better access of support currently. But the Hyper Bazooka is actually a physical, and also it's like have a 5,000 power at the get-go, and although it's only increased by 12%, but I do think it's pretty good for the attacker. Is like pretty nice. Personally, I would say that G3 is a better Gundam on its own. But the problem comes with the pilot. Okay, the problem is the UC pilots is often either focused on melee or awaken start. For example, you can see even Charles numbers like awaken start, right? I think Banajir and the close bone, a lot of them is actually focusing on melee stats. Even Machu focusing on melee stats. And the only option, SSR, the option you actually might want to use is actually Po Agia if you want to use the range, because Po is quite nice on range. And the other option is actually Sugai. Sugai is actually has an attack that can be used for G3 Gundam. So yeah, that's all for me today. I do think that G3 could be a dark horse in the PvP because it's have a quite nice start, and you can actually, if you increase it to level 100, it might actually very comparable with many of the great Gundams out there for the PvP. So that's all from me today, and see you next time. Bye bye.